when we talked about what is the vision and national service, I think it does not begin or should not begin at the high school level. I think it needs to go to the primary school level.
Leveraging and launching our creative industries in the country.
That's gotten mixed reviews.
Well, I think what got mixed reviews is not the concept, but the labeling.
What we do today will affect those coming after us.
An outburst by the opposition leader
You are out of order.
results in an abrupt suspension of the House of Assembly this morning. We've got all the details. Parents of St. John's class of 2013 seeking thousands of dollars in damage from the Anglican Education Authority. Hundreds register at the National Training Agency, but many were not pleased with the process. Plus, the royal baby is here. You may have heard already, it's a boy. Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Nakia DeVoe, and this is NV12. Thanks for joining us here at Cable 12 Studios. Drama unfolded in the House of Assembly this morning when opposition leader Dr. Hubert Minnis stood up during proceedings and defied House Speaker Dr. Kendall Major's orders to take his seat. This morning's outburst came days after the Speaker declared that Minnis would not be allowed to speak in Parliament after he refused to withdraw certain comments he made about Prime Minister Perry Christie's relationship with Canadian fashion designer Peter Nygaard. Minnis refused to back down today, prompting the Leader of Government Business to move for the suspension of the business of the House. Vonique Toot has all the details.
It all started when opposition leader Dr. Hubert Minnis rose on a point of order and refused to sit down even after House Speaker Dr. Kendall Major told him he was out of order. Golden Gate's Member of Parliament Shane Gibson was about to begin his contribution to the stem cell debate when Minnis jumped up and asserted that he would be speaking in Parliament today.
Member for Kalani, you are defying the wishes of the chair. Member for Kalani. Member for Kalani, you are out of order. Member of Kalani, you are out of order. Member for Kalani, you are out of order. You're being disingenuous. We've had a private meeting. We have an understanding. You are out of order. Member for Kalani, you are testing the patience of the chair. Member for Kalani, I'm not sure what was planned, what is your strategy, but it does not work. It will not work in here.
Progressive Liberal Party MPs eventually joined in and shouted, "Sit down, you made your point, and this is a disgrace." The outbursts continued for 2 minutes before the Speaker eventually suspended proceedings.
You are showing utter contempt for this House. Member, the chair will ask for a brief suspension. The chair will ask for a brief suspension. The House is hereby suspended.
You a disgrace. You're a disgrace. Disgrace to democracy. You disgrace to democracy. Why are you trying to shout it up? Why are you trying to quiet him? Come on, man. Disgrace, man. I can feel other disgrace.
Assistant Commissioners of Police Stephen Seymour and Leon Bethel were seen on the staircase. Then at 10:55 a.m., the Speaker re-entered the lower chamber, intending to begin the debate following what he called an unfortunate occurrence. However, that didn't go as planned. This time around, it was Long Island MP Loretta Butler Turner who stood up. The business of the House was then abruptly suspended until August 7th. Minutes later, the 8 opposition members of Parliament held a brief news conference in the minority room. There, Dr. Minnis, who says he is suffering from laryngitis, made it clear he does not intend to withdraw comments he made about Prime Minister Christie's relationship with Canadian fashion designer Peter Nygaard. He questioned the logic in withdrawing comments that have been expunged from the record.
The Speaker, having expunged my comments, sought to have me withdraw them. I have no idea how I can withdraw comments that no longer exist. I and my party are concerned that the haste with which the government is seeking to deal with the very complex subject of stem cell research in our country brings into question the influence of Mr. Nygaard's great interest in the subject is having on the government's and its agenda.
The Speaker said last week that Minnis failed to substantiate his claims, which we will not repeat since they have been struck from the record. However, Minnis asserted today the proof is in an April 2012 affidavit.
The affidavit reads as follows. In addition, I am one of the major backers of opposition leader Perry Christie and his PLP party. An election is expected to be held soon. I am a major PLP financial contributor who is associated by the public with the PLP.
Minnis added that the Speaker did not accept newspaper reports attributed to both the Prime Minister and Nygaard, confirming their discussion about the expansion of medical tourism and stem cell therapy in the Bahamas. Meantime, outside Parliament, Free National Movement supporters were expected to hold a protest in Rawson Square in support of their leader. However, only a dozen supporters showed up. Members of the public are eager to see what happens when the stem cell debate continues in the House of Assembly next month. Reporting for NB12, I'm Vonique Jude.
Well, Leader of Government Business in the House of Assembly, Dr. Bernard Nottage, defending his decision to move for the suspension this morning, asserting that the opposition leader disrespected the Speaker. Nottage is now calling on Dr. Minnis to apologize to Dr. Major and withdraw those comments when the stem cell debate continues on August 7th.
I hope that we will have given sufficient time for the matter to be the technical matters, the operational House of Assembly matters to be understood by the leader of the opposition, who doesn't seem to fully appreciate the need for someone who is a leader to abide by the rules. And I'm hoping that by the next time we come, he will have appreciated that, and will deal with will apologize to the Speaker for his disrespect of the Speaker, will withdraw the remarks that he made unless he's prepared to prove them, and we can move on to the business of the House.
He said his only choice was to call for the suspension before more chaos ensued.
We have a mature Parliament. We expect people to abide by the rules. He did not appear to be willing to do so. And rather than have the House dissolve into a row again, we decided that we would let calmer heads prevail. We would suspend the business of the House and come back at a later date to complete it.
Nottage said as a result of this incident, there will be a delay in other bills the government hoped to deal with before the summer break, like the National Training Agency Bill and Employee Pensions Bill.
There's the Strong report with respect to the remuneration and pension for judges, which we wanted to get a resolution of the House to pass so that we could pay the judges the back pay that is recommended by that committee. And there's a report from the committee that was created to look at the immunities and privileges of members of Parliament that we wanted to table. So then there are issues on the agenda to do with crime, to do with insurance, to do with pharmacy that we wanted to pass before the summer vacation. And so this has set us back.
Progressive Liberal Party Chairman Bradley Roberts also weighing in on the controversy. He's calling for a House censure of Dr. Minnis. Roberts called his behavior disgraceful. He said, quote, "This kind of clownish behavior is intolerable, sets a bad precedent for junior members and a poor example for our people, especially the young people." Roberts says he fully supports the Speaker's ruling to gag Dr. Minnis until he withdraws his comments. Now on to news from the crime beat. A brawl at a nightclub this morning has left a 40-year-old man dead. Police say the victim was at a club at Bay and Armstrong Streets around 2:55 when he got into a fight with a group of people. That led to the man being shot multiple times. Now we're told he was taken to hospital in a private car where he was pronounced dead. Police are searching for his attackers. This incident marked murder number 62 for the year. And police believe they have broken another major housebreaking ring, leading to the arrest of 6 people. We're told the operation was conducted in the Eastern Division over the weekend and that flat-screen TVs, laptops, CD players, cell phones, watches, and even an oven were confiscated by officers. Lawyers for both the Anglican Central Education Authority and parents of the 2013 St. John's College graduates squared off in court today. The group appeared before Chief Justice Sir Michael Barnett, with the students' lawyer Christina Galanos arguing that the 26 plaintiffs deserved more than $60,000 in damages. Jasmine Bonamy reports.
Lawyers for both sides were in court this morning arguing several points, key among them whether the document signed by students and their parents was a contract. In court, Galanos argued that the Anglican Central Education Authority breached a contract with the 2013 St. John's College graduates when it canceled graduation and prom for what the AECA called gross insubordination and deceit. The parents of 26 students are asking the court to order the school to refund students the $300 in fees associated with both events. Galanos also said her clients are seeking damages for their loss of pleasure for not having a prom and graduation. After prompting from the Chief Justice, Galanos revealed she was seeking $1,500 per student for graduation, as well as $1,000 per student for prom. Galanos argued that the student conduct document each of the students and their parents signed was a contract that stated once they abide by the rules there would be a graduation. But counsel representing the Anglican Education Authority disagreed, saying there was never any contract signed promising a graduation. Lawyer Crystal Roll insisted the students signed a document indicating they pledged to abide by the rules of the school. Roll also argued that based on the school's policy, the Education Authority has the right to decide if there will be a graduation each year, and the school was only obligated to give students a diploma. Roll said the ACEA did not feel the $300 should be returned. Roll also argued that the graduation was canceled not for a singular reason, but due to several, including some students' participation in a ditch day, as well as a video that appeared on social media sites showing some students dancing. While addressing Roll, Chief Justice Barnett said it was puzzling that the school did not exclude students found in breach from the graduation and prom. Arguments are expected to continue tomorrow. The matter was adjourned early this afternoon and will resume tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Reporting for NB12, I'm Jasmine Bonamy.